Hey people, Richy here. It's snowing outside, so it's a perfect day to do a little exercise for your left hand. The exercise I'm going to show you is going to boost your motorical, just your left hand skills, like no other exercise I have ever learned yet. Do this exercise for, let's say, 20-30 minutes as kind of like a warm-up program every day. And I promise you, in 2 weeks, your left hand is going to be on a completely other level than ever before. So here we go. Alright, the exercise goes like this. Actually really simple. Silver? It's actually really simple. You go to the 7th fret of your guitar. Put your first finger in the 7th fret, the second finger in the 8th fret, the third finger in the 9th fret, and the 4th finger in the 10th fret. From here, this is your starting position. From here, move your first finger to the 7th fret to the A string. Pluck that. Now move your second finger to the 8th fret of the A string, like this. Do the same thing with third finger. Do the same thing with fourth finger. Repeat doing this on all strings, like this. That was level number 1. Now comes the second. Start again in your starting position. 7th fret, 8th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret. Now you do the same motion, but you skip one string. So instead of going to the A string with my index finger, I'm going to the D string. So it goes like this. Now the second finger moves to the 8th fret. The third finger moves to the 9th fret. The fourth finger moves to the 10th fret. Keep doing this. Skip one string. I'm on the B string. Now obviously I can't skip a string, except you have a 7th string, then you could skip one. I don't. No problem. Of course, do the same thing in the other direction as well. And keep checking if all is ringing well, like this. Okay, now comes another level. You guessed it, we're gonna skip 2 strings. So we're gonna start from here, gonna go to the G string. It's getting more difficult now. Now from here we can go directly to the E string. So we're skipping one string. And do the reverse. So we're going here to the D string. And going down to the E string. Okay, next level. We are going directly from the E string to the B string. This is kind of difficult actually. Did you hear that? I was bending the strings a little bit. Try to avoid that. That's not allowed. More on that later. Let's just finish this exercise. We're going from the E string to the A string. Alright, I'm gonna finish it with the E string. Okay, last level we can do is go from the low E string to the high E string. And the other way around. This one's actually a little bit easier. With that last level of going from the low E string to the high E string, you actually finished the exercise, except you have maybe like a 7th string or 8th string instrument. Then you could keep going, but it's going to get really difficult. Of course, you can practice the same exercise on a bass guitar as well. Doesn't matter. Now, I want to mention some stuff that you should do and mention some stuff you should not do. When you move one finger, make sure to move only that one finger. The other fingers are not allowed to do any motion at all. So let's say I start on a low E string and I want to go to the B string with my first finger, like this. I want to make sure that only my first finger is moving, and these 3 fingers here, and my thumb too, is completely still. Also, I want to see that there's no string bending, nothing like this. We don't want that, because that would mean there's a motion and there would be a tension in my fingers. I want to avoid that. Don't want to have any tension. This is supposed to be a really relaxing meditational exercise that teaches you to isolate all your muscles from one from another, and just move fingers independently and do really relaxing stretches at the same time. So here, same thing. I go from the 8th fret to the 8th fret, E string to B string with my second finger. No motion with the other fingers, or hardly no motion. Now, the appendix is especially difficult because it's connected. I think these 2 fingers here, they are connected, the appendix and the pinky. But it's possible. You can move just your appendix. And keep checking if the intonation is still cool, so that you're doing no bendings. Even minor bendings like this, you can hardly hear that, but it's there and it's not allowed. Try not to do that. Now, moving the pinky is not as hard as it might seem. And of course, same thing goes the other way around. So that's key of the exercise, is really to concentrate to avoid movements of the other fingers that are not supposed to move. As I said before, this is a really, really effective isolation exercise. My teacher for classical guitar taught me this exercise when I was about 16 or 17. I practiced it for 2 or 3 weeks for about half an hour, just like a warm-up program. I really liked practicing it in that time because it gave me really like a meditational mood. It really relaxed me, and I just really loved the calmness. It doesn't have to do with any rhythmical stuff. It's just left hand. You could actually do this without the right hand. You could do this like this. Now, obviously, you're not hearing anything because I'm not plugging the strings. But that's just to show you how much of an isolation exercise this left hand exercise really is. Yeah, folks, that's it. It's a really simple exercise. Just take your time and be calm and be really still and go into this kind of meditational place when you do this exercise, because this exercise really forces you to be really calm. You can't do this exercise when you're hyped up. It's not gonna work. Let me know what you think about it. Please like, subscribe, comment, and see you next time. Thank you for watching.